Hello, I'm Patricia Louise Nelson, attorney with 2 Spruce Law in Bend, Oregon. I often get asked, what is probate? To put it as simply as I can, probate is the legal process we use to wrap up the affairs of a person who has died. It includes having someone appointed to take charge of the assets, pay the creditors, and to tie up any loose ends that were left behind. Probate results in the distribution of the assets to the next people who will own them. Probate begins with the filing of a petition for probate with the court. In the petition, we nominate someone to be in charge of the estate. This happens when a person dies without a will. It also happens when a person dies with a will. Now I can guess your next questions. Why is probate necessary if a person dies with a will? Doesn't the will say who gets what? Well, you're right. The will does say that. And usually, the people named in the will to receive assets will in fact receive them. However, there's no mechanism in Oregon for implementing a will other than probate. So a will requires probate. There's a general belief that in Oregon, if a person dies without a will, the state of Oregon gets all their stuff. That's simply not true. The state of Oregon does have statutes that say who gets what, and those statutes determine who gets what based on the family situation of the person who died. It matters whether they were married, it matters whether they had children, and it matters whether the children they had were also the children of their current spouse. It can get even more complicated than that. If you need help getting started with a probate in Oregon, or figuring out who gets what when a person died without a will, give us a call. I don't charge for my first telephone conference with new probate clients.